So good afternoon. In this lecture we will discuss steam generators and its mountings and accessories. What is steam generator? How can you define steam generator? माझा आवाज सर्वांना येतो का? Let me confirm. Am I audible? Okay. Okay. Are you able to see a screen with PPT? स्क्रीन दिसते का सर्वांना? Please answer. दिसते ना स्क्रीन? Okay. What is steam generator? Steam generators or boilers. So the equipment used for producing steam and transferring steam is called steam generator. Steam generator is also known as boilers. Steam generator is also known as boiler. This is equipment used for producing and transferring steam. Here in steam boilers, the fluid contained in a boiler. So the fluid contained in a boiler called shell, the thermal energy released during combustion of fuel, which may be solid, liquid or gaseous, is transferred to water, and this converts water into steam at desired temperature and pressure. So in boiler, which is also called a shell, in boiler the thermal energy is released with the help of combustion of fuel. The fuel may be solid, liquid or gaseous. That heat is transferred to water. Due to receiving of heat, this water gets converted into steam at desired temperature and pressure, and later on this steam is supplied to the another applications. So this is what the principle of steam generation. So where this steam is useful? What are different applications where steam is useful? So steam is useful in power generation. It is used for heating the residential and commercial building in cold weather countries. So some uses are there in sugar industries, in chemical industries, steam is required. In agriculture, the soil sterilization, steam is required. Then wood bending, killing of insects and increasing plasticity, steam is used. So it has wide application. Steam has wide application. So it is commercially used, it is domestic also used. Now, how these boilers or steam generators are classified? How these boilers are classified? So boilers may be classified according to its position, related to its position. Position of hot gases, that is water tube boiler and fire tube boiler. Water tube boiler and fire tube boiler. So hot gas pass. So hot gas passing through the tubes is known as a hot fire tube boiler. Hot tube passes through the tube that are surrounded by water is called fire tube boilers. And if fire is surrounding and water is passing through the tube, then that is called water tube boiler. Water tube boiler. So fire tube boilers are also known as certain common names. That is horizontal return tubular, locomotive firebox, Scotch marine and vertical tubular boilers. And second type is water tube boiler. The water passes through the tubes and the hot gases produced by the combustion of fuel flow outside. This type of boilers designated by some common name, that is Babcock and Wilcox boiler, straight but inclined tubes which connected the headers, the Stirling boiler. These are some boilers, multi-tubular boilers having bent tubes that connect boiler drums to headers. So then second classification is according to fire, internally fired boiler and externally fired boiler. Method of firing, different methods of firing, like engine, internal combustion engine and external combustion engine. So these boilers according to method of firing, that is internal fired boilers and external fired boilers. Furnace is provided inside boiler shell and is completely surrounded by water cooled surface. This method is called firing. It is used in Lancashire boiler, locomotive boiler and Scotch boilers. Then second classification is method of firing. Second is externally fired boiler. So in external fired boiler, furnace is provided outside or under the boiler. It has advantage that its furnace is simple to construction and can easily be enlarged as and when required. So this method of firing is used in Babcock and Wilcox boiler. Then third classification is according to pressure of steam, as per pressure of steam. As per pressure of steam, so that is high pressure boiler, low pressure boiler. So high pressure boiler, the boiler producing steam is 8 bar or above 80 bar. Boilers producing steam above 80 bar or above 80 bar are called high pressure boilers, and boilers producing steam lower than 80 bar are called low pressure boilers. Then fourth classification is method of circulation of water. Method of circulation of water. So circulation, as you know, the water circulation, that may be natural circulation method with the help of gravity. Okay, so circulation step up by convection current or by gravity is natural circulation method, and force circulation method. So force circulation setup of high pressure steam through pumps. So these are some methods of circulation of water. So this is a classification as per method of circulation of water. Then fifth classification is nature of service to be performed. Nature of service to be performed. So according to nature of service to be performed, there are three classification: land boilers, portable boilers and mobile boilers. So land boilers, which are used with stationary plants. Then portable boilers, so which is readily dismantled. Portable boilers can be readily dismantled. Portable boilers readily dismantled and easily carried out from one side to another. Easily carried out from one side to another. Then mobile boilers, which are fitted on mobile carriages, are called mobile boilers. For example, marine and locomotive application. Marine and locomotive boilers. Okay. So these are different classifications of boiler. So first we discussed as per method of hot gases passage, that is fire tube and water tube boiler. And second classification is method of firing, internal and external fired boiler. Third is pressure of steam, that is high pressure and low pressure boiler. Fourth is method of circulation of water, that is a natural circulation and forced circulation. And fifth classification is nature of service to be performed. Nature of service to be performed, that is land boiler, portable boiler and mobile boiler. So next classification is once through boiler. So boiler in which no circulation of water takes place is called the feed water leaves the tube as steam, that is Benson boiler. So that is once through boiler. And seventh classification is position and number of drums. So single or multiple drums may be positioned longitudinally or crosswise. So according to its position and according to number of drums, so there are different types of boilers. Then design of gas passes. According to design of gas passes, there are different types. So there is single pass, return pass or multi-pass boilers. Three types of boilers are there according to gas pass: single pass, return pass or multi-pass boilers. Then ninth classification is nature of draught. Nature of draught. Draught means what? The exhaust gases passing, leaving from the boiler. That is due to natural draught. If height is more, there is a natural draught is there. If more gases are there and pressure is low, then you require vacuum or draught. The exhaust fans you have to keep. So natural draught and artificial draught. When the fuel burns in a furnace of the boiler with circulation of air, the draught is named as a natural draught. And when air is forced by means of forced fans, draught is named as a artificial draught. Then fifth type of classification of boiler is heat source. According to heat source, so heat source means fuels. So fuels may be for combustion, solid fuels, that is coke, coal, liquid and gaseous fuels. Nowadays electric arc furnace, induction arc furnace, the electrical energy is used, nuclear energy is used. Sometimes hot waste gases of chemical reactions can be also used for as a heat source to produce steam. So according to heat source, there are three types of furnaces. Then fluid used. Fluid inside boiler, which fluid you are going to use? So steam boiler, so water is used. Somewhere mercury is used as initial fluid. Some special chemical fluids may be used. And then that heat is transferred to the water and water is converted into steam. So according to fluid used in a boilers, steam boilers, mercury boilers or other special chemical fluid boilers. Then last classification is material or construction of shell. Material or construction of shell. If it is made up of cast iron and cast iron boilers, steel boilers, copper and stainless steel boilers. So this is the classification of the boiler. So according to material construction, so boilers are classified as cast iron boiler, steel boiler, copper and stainless steel boiler. So total 12 types of classifications. 12 types of classifications. So first classification is according to the hot gas passes, fire to water to. Second classification is method of firing, internal fired and external fired boiler. Third is pressure of steam, high pressure and low pressure boiler. Fourth is circulation of water, natural circulation method and forced circulation method. Fifth is nature of service to be performed, land boiler, portable boiler and mobile boilers. Sixth is once through boiler. Seventh is position and number of drums. Eighth classification is design of gas passes, that is single pass, return pass and multi-pass. Then ninth classification is natural draught and nature of draught, that is natural draught and artificial draught. 10th classification is according to heat, that is a combustion of solid fuels or liquid fuels or gaseous fluids, fluid fuels or electric energy or nuclear energy or hot waste gases from other chemical reaction is used as a heat source. 11th classification is fluid use. Steam boiler uses water, some mercury boiler uses mercury and other boilers uses chemicals, special chemicals. And the last classification is as per material and construction of the boiler. This is about classification. Now let us discuss details or parts of boiler. Detailed parts of boiler. So boiler details, it consists of shell, means main container usually cylindrical shape which contains water and steam. Then furnace is important part of boiler. The furnace is a place where heat is generated, the chamber in which combustion of fuel takes place. So this may be grate to burn coal or burner to atomize or burn liquid fuel. So this generation of heat taken place in furnace, and burning of fuel and combustion takes place in this chamber, that is furnace. Then water flow path. So it is a path followed by water in the boiler, particularly in water tube boiler during the process of absorption of heat and conversion into steam. So water should be free from dissolved material in order to reduce scaling of heating surfaces. So then gas flow path. So path followed by hot gases to transfer heat to water. So boiler efficiency mainly depends upon gas flow path. How gases, hot flue gases passing in a boiler. Then once gas is passed and water inside tube is converted into steam, later steam path. So in most of the boiler, steam is taken out preferably at the top of the shell, as steam is having less density compared to water. Okay, so in most of the boilers, steam is taken out preferably at the top of the shell to avoid water particles being carried with the steam. The steam separators are employed for this purpose. Then on boiler, some mountings and some accessories are there. Mountings and accessories are used. So mountings means what? The walls, gauges necessary for safety of boiler. For example, water level indicator, safety valves, fusible plugs, etc. are used. And accessories are used. Accessories, these are devices attached to the boiler to improve its performance. For example, air preheater, economizer, superheater. So mountings and accessories are the important things in boiler. So these are some elements or parts there in all boilers. Okay, so shell is there, furnace is there, water flow path is there. It should be considered gas flow path, should be considered steam path, mountings and accessories. Okay, let us discuss fire tube boiler today. So this is about the basic of definition of steam generators and boilers, and classification of boilers.